Hello everyone, we are from Group Lighthouse and today we are going to do the presentations for our Phase 3 project.
This SRS ensures that it clearly defines the functional and non-functional requirement of the digital mental health literacy hub system, and it ensures that all the groups such as developers, testers, and stakeholders have the common idea about the purpose and the functionality of the system. So for the scope, this digital mental health literacy hub system is aiming to enhance the mental health awareness among health education students, and it includes several modules such as learning management, emotional guidance, peer forum management, counseling visibility, and system administration module. And students can access the educational content, perform self-assessment quiz, and interact with the AI chatbot. And it aims is to improve the knowledge and self-awareness and help seeking behavior. And this is the acronym that is used in the SRS. This SRS of the Digital Mental Health Literacy Hub system include the purpose, scope, system context, and the requirement. It also includes the functional and non-functional specification, use case diagram, constraints, and the interface details.
This is the use case diagram of our system. So our system has total of 5 modules and each representing a group functionality. For example, like peer management, emotional guidance, learning management, system administrative, and counseling visibility. This system interfaces with several key components. First, it uses standard web browser like Chrome and Firefox to deliver a responsive, accessible user interface for student, counselor, and admin. Next, it connects to an email server using SMTP to send automated reminders and emotional wellness check-in. Lastly, a MySQL database store all user data assessment results and forum content security where needed. The system also includes a secure authentication service to manage login and enforce role-based access control for students, counselor, and admin staff. Additionally, we have an internal AI chatbot engine that gives students non-clinical advice and detects distress keyword to trigger emergency contact display.
Our system features a clean mobile-first design tailored for students, counselors, and admins. User enjoys logical layouts with role-specific tools from modules and forums for students to schedule management for counselors and reports for admins. With modular cards, accessible UI, and smart alerts, everything is just 3 clicks away even though it's on mobile.
So let's move on to hardware interface of our system. Our system works across all standard devices like laptop, desktop, tablet, and phones. It also supports USB and HDMI ports, and the responsive interface adjusts automatically for different screen size so that it is easy to use for both large monitor and small mobile device. So next, we move to software interface. So our system integrates with various software, including major operating system, browser, and database platform. It also connects to email servers to send notifications and use OAuth for secure login and role-based access control.
Our system uses HTTPS with TIS 1.2 plus version and RESM APIs for secure communications. It integrates with the university network via VPN and firewall, with emails alerts through SMTP. Internal APIs use JSON and OAuth 2.0 version to link the chatbox and analytics and database, plus supports for Google's and Microsoft login with future learning management system integrations.
For memory, the system requires at least 8 GB of RAM and 256 GB of storage. However, to support smooth performance during peak hour like exam, we recommended 16 GB RAM and 1 TB storage, especially for handling videos, forum, assessment, and backup.
Our system has support role-based section, like for students, it learns and chats. For counselors, it's manage content, and for admins, it's oversee the analytics. It runs both interactively and in the background with real-time scoring, scheduled reports, and daily clock backups to ensure the reliability recovery. At setup, admins customize branding and upload content and set emergency contact, such as PKU hotline. The system supports multiple language, local time zones, and adapts announcements and forums to university policies and academic calendars. In this slide, we talk about our web-based platform supports students, counselors, and admin through 5 key modules, from learning and emotional guidance to counseling visibility and peer forums. Admin manage chatbox content, reports, and roles with secure login, mobile-friendly UI, and encrypt storage. The system ensures safe, seamless supports for all users.
So for 2.3 is user characteristic. So we have 3 characters in our use case, that is student, counselors, and administrative staff. For student, the needs is to access to mental health resource, self-assessment, AI chatbots, and peer forum. So the features is user-friendly interface, multi-device access for phone and desktop, and then safe environment. And then for counselors, the needs is to manage schedules, update content, monitor engagement, and respond to inquiries. And for the features is secure system, manage availability, and share resources. For administrative staff, the needs is manage operation, user accounts, moderate forums, and generate report. And then the feature is easy maintenance, clear content management guidance. So for 2.4, that is constraints. We have 8 constraints. First is regulatory policies, that is for data security. And then second, interface to other application. Integration with university existing system. And then parallel operation, they support concurrent access without performance issue. Fourth, audit functions for logging and auditing for compliance and security. And then control functions, robust access, control for authorized access. 6, reliability requirements, high availability with backups and disaster recovery. And then 7, criticality of the application so that we can minimize downtime for continuous availability. And then lastly, safety and security consideration. And then, yeah. So for 2.5, there is assumptions and dependency. We have 4 points here. First, institutional support, that is university support for integration and operation. And then second, regulatory compliance, that is timely communication of policy changes. And then third, security protocols, that is mandatory adherence for data protection. And then lastly, stakeholder cooperation for feedback and improvement involvement. So for 2.6, there is a partitioning of requirements. We have 4. That is first, personalized learning path. That is tailored content based on interaction. Next is extended AI capabilities, enhanced chatbot with advanced NLP, and then advanced analytics and reporting. to track usage for improvement. And then lastly, gamification elements that is encourage engagement with game features.
This is an overview of our user interface. Figure 1 shows the login interface where the staff, student, and counselor can log in into the system and then brings them to respective dashboard. So in Figure 2, it shows the student dashboard, where after students log in into the account, they can directly view the dashboard. In Figure 3, it shows the self-assessment interface. Is when students want to take a self-assessment to measure their mental health level. So next, in Figure 4, it shows that the interface when students access the learning module. And then in Figure 5 shows that how the student chat with AI chatbot. And then in Figure 6 shows that user interface of how students can view the counselor availability. Then in Figure 7 shows that how students participate in the peer forum. In Figure 8, it shows that the user interface of counselor uploading the learning module into the system. In Figure 9, it shows that the user interface of how staff can view the engagement and generate the report. So in Figure 10, it shows that the user interface of staff managing the peer forum. So now let's move on to the detailed part of the hardware interface. So our system runs smoothly on standard laptop and smartphone. It requires at least 4 GB of RAM, modern browser, and 255 GB storage for desktop or 16 GB free on mobile. This design is to ensure that cross-device usability with minimal hardware requirement. Regarding to the detailed part of software interface, our system has integrated several open source software components, for example, React, Nodes, and Express to form the core architectures. Not only that, we also use MySQL to handle the data storage and Bootstrap to ensure a responsive user interface. Authentication is handled securely using JWT also.
The system uses HTTPS for secure web communications and SMTP with GIS for email alerts, or of 2.0 and JWT handle authentications and role-based access. RESTful APIs with JSON ensure smooth internal integration between key modules like the chatbot, reports, and forums. The learning management module aims to help students to improve their mental health awareness through self-paced education content. Students can access learning materials anytime and receive automated reminders to stay engaged. Counselors play a key role by uploading and managing the content, ensuring it is relevant and supportive to students. This is the use case diagram for learning management module. And for the left-hand side, access learning module, and the use case included in it is receive notification reminders. This is for the students, and it directly write out the flow of the use case, how it runs. And from the right side is for the use case 004, upload educational content. This is for the counselor, and it shows the flows that how the counselor will upload the educational content.
So the next module is emotional guidance module, and this module supports students in managing their emotional health. It includes 2 use cases, which is complete self-assessment test and chat with AI chatbot. In UC 003, which is complete self-assessment test, students take a structured test and receive instant suggestions based on their score. However, in UC 005, which is chat with AI chatbot, students can talk to a chatbot which responds with basic emotional guidance. If distress is detected, the system will display emergency contact like the contact number of counselor. This feature offers private, immediate, and stigma-free support to students.
Next, for 3.2.3, that is for counseling availability module. So the purpose of this module is to enhance access to counseling services by allowing students to view counselor availability. So in this module, that we have 2 use cases, that is use case 7, manage schedule, and use case 8, view counselor availability. So for 7, manage schedule, the purpose is to counselors to update their availability. So the actors is counselor, and the description is counselors can update their work schedule to indicate available consultation times. So the process is first counselor logs into navigate to manage schedule, and then select days and time slots for availability, and then submits updates, and then the system will save and display new schedule. The alternative flow is counselor cancels update before submission, exception, invalid schedule input detected, and then for post condition is updated schedule visible to students. And then for use case 8, review counselor availability, the actors is students, and then the description is students can check counselor availability without booking an appointment. And then the process is student logs in and access to counselor availability, and then the system will show the real-time list of counselors and their availability. So lastly, the students will decide to visit based on their availability. For alternative flow, student filters availability by specific counselor or criteria. Exception, no available counselors at the moment. And then the post condition, students will view availability and may visit, no data to be stored.
So for peer forum management model, the purpose is allow administrative staff to track engagement and generate reports as well as upload announcement. It's included 5 use cases: manage AI chatbot content, view usage and engagement report, export usage report, update system, and also set announcement. So the student can participate in peer forum whether to create a new post or to reply to existing ones. It then go to the manager to check the new posts or the replies. If they are good to go, he could approve them or reject them. He could reject them because of the rules of the society to keep the society as safe as possible.
Okay, so the system administration module allow the administration staff to track the engagement and generate report as well as to upload the announcement. It also includes 5 use cases, which is manage AI chatbot content, view usage and engagement report, export usage reports, extends to UC 14, update system-wide announcement, set announcement duration, included in UC 16. In UC 14, which is the view usage and the engagement report, the administrative staff can generate a report while selecting the filter option and can as well as to export the report. While in the UC 16, the administrative staff can post an announcement by setting the content and the duration of the announcements.
Lastly, we have performance requirements, design constraints, software system attributes, and other requirements. Those are focusing on the performance, security, user-centric, and also the scalability, maintainability, portability, and even the data and backup recovery of our system. And that's all for phase 3, and thank you very much.